This video will cover the technical and design aspects of Amhrán, a fantasy hack-and-slash role-playing game made with the Unreal Engine 4. All of the systems exhibited here have been developed by myself, while collaboration on the game's design took place between both myself and an additional team member. Development has taken place over the last 2 years, and I am continuing to iterate on the project today. Currently, I am focusing my effort in transitioning the user interface from a functional exhibit to a more aesthetic design featuring privately licensed assets. On this subject, please take note that our team has not yet worked with an artist, and so most of the models, animations, and artwork shown here are both public and placeholders. Also, please be aware that this video is by necessity only a superficial analysis of the game's features, and I'd encourage you to download the full game from the link below if you're interested. Amhrán stems from our team's desire for involving gameplay on top of evolving characters. In short, we appreciated the thrill that classic role-playing games offered as players saw their characters level up, find new equipment, or learn powerful spells, but we felt as though the genre lacked titles that makes players themselves feel involved in the growth. Slaying a dragon might feel like nothing but dice rolls and skill calculations as opposed to a test of an actual player's skill. In an effort to merge these two themes, we've held true to classic principles of character sheets and statistics, but we've also created the mechanic of parrying. Rather than holding a button to block with a shield, players must correctly time their movements to deflect incoming attacks, thus making the player feel immersed in combat as opposed to an entity watching the combat unfold. My goal in creating the AI system for Amhrán was twofold. First was to obviously create a functional intelligence system that engages and challenges players, but also to allow for a designer with no technical background to quickly and intuitively create and iterate on content derived from the system. Navigation was the primary challenge in this effort, and I've implemented it with a simple two-part system. Designers can first drag waypoints into the world and assign several values to it, a sequence name in order to group nodes in different patrol routes together, and a position number to specify what order waypoints should be traversed in. They can then create an information node that controls the behavior of an entire path. From here, they can make the path traversed randomly, or specify random wait times for each node in the path. These times can also be overridden at any specific node in the path. The NPCs shown here follow a simple 16-point random path. Amhrán relies entirely upon dialogue with NPCs to drive both its tutorial and its story, even if the plot is short. As such, it was very important for me to again design a system that anyone of any background can use and modify quickly. In order to do this, designers interface with my dialogue backend using an API that I built on top of the Blueprint visual scripting system provided by Unreal. As you can see here, dialogue is driven by players selecting various topics and sometimes some special responses. This system can not only become very large, but also requires many other functions to create special scripted events that might be necessary, so my API provides both a readable and highly functional system to allow this. Here, the player is trying to return a royal scepter that has been stolen from the local ruler. If the player claims to have it, the ruler can check to see if they actually do, and react accordingly after taking it from them. This graph is all of the work that went into making this happen. Here, we take the item if the player has it by calling an inventory function in the game's code, thank them if they do, but get a little mad at them if they lied, all without ever writing a single line of code. Amhrán's reactive combat system is what we believe differentiates it from other games of the genre. The parry mechanic rewards players for being involved and attentive during combat, but even a perfectly timed parry will not always succeed if the attacking character is significantly stronger than the defender. This is in order to reward player skill, but also to emphasize the aspect of character growth central to Amhrán's gameplay. Again, the animations shown here are only placeholders. To briefly explore how I've implemented combat, we can inspect this animation montage. Here, we combine the different animations that make up a swing, the wind up, the attack, and the recovery, and add notifications to trigger logical events. For example, we specify that we would like the animation to become parryable at this frame, then initiate the attack trace and stop being parryable at this frame. In this way, Amhrán's combat is actually animation-based, and that attack logic is bound to the animation sequences that play, giving animators a high degree of control over logic without interfacing with the code. This again allows for quick turnaround and repeated iteration without the assistance of a programmer. Amhrán has been an extremely large-scope project that has taken 2 years now to bring to fruition, and it's been an invaluable tool in providing myself with a full slice of game development. From designing and implementing distinguishing themes and mechanics to giving designers powerful tools with low turnaround times, Amhrán's given me an opportunity to experience the various difficulties of many different disciplines of game development, and also a new perspective on what I could have done better or how I might have overcome several pitfalls more quickly. Sadly, I don't have enough time to discuss all of these challenges and solutions in this video. However, I'd be more than happy to address any questions you might have either by email or by phone. Thank you for taking the time to review this video, and again, you can download the full game from the link below.